What's up, nerds? Welcome to SpeedGaming Prime. Some Link to the Past randomizer main tournament action. Wallkicks versus Ahab. Playing some open today in Group O. My name is Tyler Salt. I am joined by the one, the only, and thank goodness because this commentary booth couldn't contain two of him. It's TJ Maelstrom.
I wanted to
TJ,
call
how
the
are you?
people nerds.
That's my thing. You
Oh,
can't steal my
fine. Okay, nerd.
shit. All right, that's fine.
I call you a nerd.
How are you doing?
All right. I'm thirsty. I'm gonna have a drink of water. Hello, everybody. Like Tyler Salt mentioned, I am TJ Maelstrom. This is Group O, and it's open. So, open. I see a lot of round things on the screen here. Wallkicks versus Ahab. Old Ahab. The man from Maryland versus the man who gets his foot stuck in things. Stone, you know. I'm sure W stands for Wallkicks. Or is that a comb? Maybe it's a fro comb?
Oh, it's a broken fork.
It's a fro comb, is what it is. Wallkicks needs it for his savage afro. I don't think Wallkicks has an afro. I'm just, okay. Probably not. Maybe Phoenix Wright uses a fro pick. Yeah.
Chet trying to manifest a jet seed. Good luck. We're playing open today.
Man, you really don't want me here on commentary that badly, huh? You just want me out of here. No, I want a jet seat so TJ can shut the hell up. Okay. That's how it is. I get it. Oh, are we off?
We're off.
Oh, yeah, cool.
We're off. Let's go. Let's play some random. Oh, interesting.
Yeah, I think let's see what Wallkicks goes.
That's what they call sank and quit, right?
Yeah,
that's what that means.
Sure. He's going left. Mikey's going left. No hula handing today. Somebody wants to get the money.
Just like a modified uncle route here. If anything, I like the other way. Start at Link's house, immediately save and quit, and then go to sank.
I feel like such an oddball for my starting route, but I'm neither here nor there. So, oh yeah, pick that up. Tree pulls are the money. So yeah, hula handing is there. You go. Not necessary. Bush crabs useless. No bombs yet though.
Let's see. We've got the great Arya Stark tracking for us. Thank you, friends.
I did not see that.
I have no idea what that
saw
was.
a tip of red. That's all I saw. I'm sure Wallkicks saw it.
Hookshot, Big 20.
It might have been hookshot. It looked slender-ish.
Oh, at Pichu, we found the bug net.
Ugh. I think I'm the only one that hates that.
You're not. Our dear tracker, not a big fan of the bug net either.
Great. All right, we got a fairy in a bottle, so that means we don't have to worry about coming back to Kakariko for that kid. I think, yeah, Ahab is buying some. Oh, okay. There's
man. Sometimes sometimes you start off meta trying to catch something, and sometimes the flute is just in the Lost Woods drop down.
It's okay. That won't be that much of an issue later on, I'm sure. I'm not sure if Ahab is going to feel the need to dip Eastern here, but I'd like the Sahasrara play. This is usually how I start things off. All right, we already saw the green pendant. It's Desert Palace, so he's already got that information. Nice glove.
Ooh, okay.
It had an ice rod. Okay.
No.
Well, I think Wallkicks got the better end of the deal in the short run here. And yeah, Ahab is going to go.
I mean, Ahab's going to be right there.
Yeah. He's going to get to the back of Escape. Maybe we'll find something cool. Nobody has done Uncle. Uncle is left to die, left to rot in his...
Ahab went to Uncle.
Did he really? I didn't see that.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. He did. Okay.
He got the bug net there.
Oh, that's right. That's where we got the bug net. Nobody went there. It was completely unimportant. Poor Uncle. Nice bombos.
This is a fun little cack route here. So what Wallkicks did, having gotten the flute, is go directly to activate it before going to Blind's Hut or the well, and is now doing all of the south checks, and I assume he's going to flute back. This would be fun if he's going to do this. Flute back after checking library and race game, and then you can save and quit out of Blind's Hut.
Nope, he's just walking back up. Yeah,
Or
pretty
just
sure.
mark back out.
Pretty sure he was just fishing for bombs before
Yeah.
heading into those things. So
I don't
yeah.
know. I kind of like that now.
I like your reasoning though. That was cool. Like,
Yeah, I think that was.
oh,
Oh,
okay. Everything's just coming up wall kicks right now, huh? Now
Yeah.
I really want to see what was on Lumberjack, but Ahab's gonna show us.
No, I was right. Ha ha ha. Yes, this is very fun.
Okay. All right, you were right. Okay. Let's see if we can get a better look at it. Jesus,
a big
come
20.
on!
That was
You
a big
sure?
20.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, both rods already, huh? Okay. All right, it's not key sanity, so we're not just gonna do that. But that's a sword, so we're gonna get it
boy.
anyway.
Any Aghanim fans in house?
Let's see. We don't really have a lot of.
I mean, yeah,
I'm
there's not much that's pushing us in any given direction
Sure.
after beating Aga.
Yeah, these items just tell me that no, not Aga. I think it's just a coincidence we get a second sword here. So, looks like Wallkicks' opening route has been more serendipitous for him. We'll be able to get to all the stuff that Ahab got to just a tad bit faster. But that glove is certainly helping him out a little bit. Let's see if there's any bombs in here that will help Ahab. So we won't have to buy any. Oh, there's a bow. Okay.
Oh, that's pretty good.
This is...
So
who wanted that
almost
jet
nice
seat
in
again?
Logic.
Yeah.
Yeah, or potentially in Logic at least.
I think the
pending
fire rod
that.
puts that in Logic, right?
It does, but the big
Yeah.
key might be behind the lamp.
There you go. Oh
so-
my goodness.
Oh, another glove. And the
Oh my
mirror.
good. Yeah, this is definitely not next. The third
No.
sword.
And another sword. Okay, you know what? Chat, you wanted a jet scene. You're still not getting one because we're gonna find Go Mode Quake at 1:30.
This is one heck of a front-loaded siege. Jeez. So we're going right to Tower of Hera, maybe? No, we don't have a hammer, but
Nah.
honestly, what are our other options? Desert? Honestly,
yeah.
I'm
Honestly,
looking. Yeah,
honestly, desert. I think
Yeah.
I'm going to Green Pendant Desert. That's not a bad. That's not a bad call here.
no, because like the seed is kind of like giving us items to do some goofy stuff over there, right? So I'll go to Eastern first, but then after that, yeah, maybe.
I mean,
Wallkicks gonna get the hammer.
going to Eastern first is definitely the conventional play here, right?
Yeah.
I was maybe a little tempted by knocking out that green pendant before coming over here, but maybe we could just do it with Pod later.
It's not going anywhere. This is something you definitely have to do, and Desert is something you might not have to do. So
for sure.
you do the definite before you do the might. But I'm definitely thinking about it. Like, Desert's on my mind. Was this where the boots were? I think where the boots were here.
Yeah, boots are
Mhm.
here.
Mhm. Let's see. I'm not the only person that grabs the walls and trying to dash.
Still looking for that moon pearl along with the hammer.
Well,
See,
you
like a moon pearl in right side desert.
I mean, you got a flute, you got mitts, and you got a mirror. Where's the moon pearl? Where's the moon pearl, Tyler Salt?
Checkerboard cave.
Yeah, you already know, homie. You already know.
It could just as easily be in desert.
Yeah, well, yeah, it's true, but
If it's
Right.
on desert right side, it's potentially locked by the boots as well.
yeah, it's true. We did have the boots. That is another clue.
Gilgamesh knows where it's at. Get Pearl, immediately rush Ice Palace.
Honestly,
With your hammer.
this fire rod is another indication that maybe Desert Palace is the answer. Because frankly, You need a fire source to beat Landmo and then green pendant. Yeah. Well, it's certainly around that area. But, like, Desert Palace is a strong play right now. And I wouldn't blame anybody for going there right now.
Second club is at Saha, which Wally hasn't been to because he came here from the flute, and so is going to do that after beating Armos Knight's care.
Mm-hmm. All right, let's see what Ahab decides to do here. Probably Eastern.
Yeah, one would think.
Oh, he's making the big plays. We're making the big plays. Let's go.
I think if you have the boots, it is faster to mirror first and just run down.
Yeah.
But if you don't have the boots, it's faster to hop down and reflute. All right, Pendant Pod, Pendant Thieves, Red Crystal, Skullwoods.
And there you go. There's your answer. All right. So Eastern and Skull being the red crystals here. I wonder if that's indicative of something. Myers, Ether.
Both are fully in logic and beatable.
I don't know if I like Ahab doing this right now. I think this might be... Let's see if he gets it right away. If he gets it right away, we'll see. Nope. We might be here a little while. Okay, you got it.
All right, second try's fine.
Mm-hmm. Let's see if it pays off. Not going to be a Moon Pearl. Oh my goodness.
I love that.
I love it. Take the shade, take the bulb, take the core, take it all. Not going to desert first, huh? It's going to checkerboard cave because
that's where his Moon Pearl is, as previously described.
As previously described, yes.
Yes.
Ooh,
oh, baby.
Okay.
So that's what's here.
That's what's here. All right. So
I think I'm not going to the desert now. I think I'm going up a mountain.
Yeah. And I think Ahab's doing the same thing. Yeah.
No, going Eastern.
Okay. Well, I definitely would have beaten desert then. All right. Well, Wallkicks is on the board. But I'm sure Ahab is relieved to see that hammer. I know I would be relieved to see that hammer once I get Titan's Mitt.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, early mitts are just not the greatest.
Not what you're hoping for.
No. I hate that. It opens up too much of the seed too quickly.
Oh, see, I think it limits where I go immediately. Like it means that first of all, it means that I can't do my preferred hype cave start to the Dark World. You know, and it's just it's basically forcing you to Vu without the hammer, right? So it's not like you're getting over to Dark Death Mountain. You don't really want to go to Ice Palace as much as I like to meme about it.
Well, that's just the thing. It may restrict you. It may restrict your route, sure. But on the route,
neither of us have been to the South Shore.
That's true. Yeah. Would have surprised me to see Moon Pearl just there.
Yeah, it's just a mini molder. I'm sorry, I interrupted you.
What was I saying? Something about
limiting the route. Mitts.
Yeah. Like the mitts limit your route through the Dark World to a specific area, but those areas are more robust when you have the mitts. Like, you're restricted to Vu, but like now you have access to Smith Chain, and now you have to make a decision about whether you want to do that without the mirror, but you have the mirror in this one, so it's irrelevant.
Yeah. Nice
oh my goodness.
Lord.
This is Ether here as well. Okay.
I tell you what, Ahab picked this mode, I believe.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
And this is not the sort of seed that Ahab wanted to get, I think.
Well, I'll tell you a secret. Ahab's a good friend of mine.
Yeah.
He was like, which mode should I pick against Wallkicks? And I told him, open.
Yeah. I am faced with the same dilemma against Gamachu.
So I picked this mode. This is my fault.
I think it's the right pick. Like, you know, it's like if you potentially feel like you are at an execution disadvantage, like I think Ahab probably thinks that he is against Wallkicks, right? Then
Well, there's a pedigree here.
There's a lot of variability here.
Mm-hmm. So Ahab skipped the dark room. I don't remember if this was an item, but there's nothing in here anyway. So this is gonna work out for him. He's gonna regain some time here, which is nice.
He's got a little bit of time.
Yeah, okay, he's good. Oh, we're going to Dark Cross from the bike. Guess who doesn't have that lamp yet? Well, that's a hard lamp.
This is slightly faster, I believe. Doing it from the back. Yeah, settle down. This is Speed Gaming. This is a family channel.
I know, but I can still laugh, right? Okay. At the implication. Anyway, this is nice to have be doing this in with visible. With a visible cone, you know, it's not often I get to do this with a visible cone. All right, so we still have the front of Hyrule Castle. We still have Desert Palace. Ahab didn't touch a Genis Cave.
Oh, that's interesting. Yeah.
Oh yeah, we didn't do this either.
Probably should have. Yeah, I think
this definitely should have gotten done.
Yeah, I think the move there probably to hop down after checking Checkerboard Cave and just save and quit from the back of Agina.
Yeah. All right, so Wallkicks is losing some ground to Ahab here, who has seemingly made some more aggressive decisions here. And it's starting to work out in his favor, just ever so slightly, but things could kind of turn on a dime here.
These are checks that Ahab's going to do anyway.
Yeah.
You know, so like eventually, maybe he'll be able to do them a little bit more efficiently. But you know, you got the flute. Kind of hard to, you know, that's a huge efficiency gain just right off the bat.
Yeah, you have a lot of mobility in this seed. So Wallkicks going up the mountain without the hammer here, so we'll not be able to.
This is the first really unfortunate turn, I think, for Wally. Right, is coming up here before grabbing that hammer out of Checkerboard Cave.
Right.
Because that's going to guarantee an extra climb of the mountain here for Wally.
Yeah. So now I'm absolutely sure that was just a 20 that was on Lumberjack, because if that was hookshot, I'm pretty sure Ahab would have just been in Castle Tower already.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
And this is kind of the like dichotomy of open mode, right? Like you either get a seed just that's completely front loads you with a bunch of stuff, or you just get the nothing 2-hour long slog. But we're seeing like a very top heavy seed here, so I'm not really sure what the variance is going to look like. But we've seen
I don't know.
We've seen some like big divergence here just because of what we have alone. You know, Wallkicks doesn't have that hammer. Ahab doesn't have that Samaria. We still have hookshot and flippers to find, and I think hookshot, flippers, and ether, I think might just be our go mode, isn't it?
I know, right? Chat, by the way, calling you out as speaking from experience.
You know, I spent all day trying to get over that and had another loss today, so let's not talk about that right now.
Oof. Main tournament, it's hard.
Yeah.
By the way, we had the God Hera of the big key first item and then second item in the first 3 checks. And so you don't have to do the bomb jump or the basement. It's pretty good.
Great. We'd love to see that, because that burns too many people. Frankly, I'm kind of tired of seeing races come down to that kind of thing. But this is what interests me more right here. Is what's going on over here.
Oh, go do the TR portal. What are you doing? I guess it doesn't really matter.
There's no Moon Pearl.
Oh, we don't have the Moon Pearl. That's
right.
Fine.
Yeah.
Never mind. That's great move by Ahab, for sure.
Yeah. Although I kind of wish you would have Samaria for this, because the Moon Pearl is here.
True.
That's
true. I mean, you know, it's either here or it's in desert or something up here.
Yeah.
To it, right?
Mhm.
So, Wally can just go or Wally doesn't have the hammer. It's too bad. Like, you know, both of them are missing something that would allow them to just clear TR.
Yeah, I'm absolutely sure that either hookshot or flippers are in Turtle Rock.
Yeah. But both of them are going to have to climb again.
Correct. So far, this Paradox Cave not really paying off. But what's Wallkicks' next move? Probably Desert? There's not really much he can do. There he goes. Okay. There it is.
There's your Moon Pearl. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I think Ahab remembered that.
I was like, oh wait, I have the mitts.
Yeah. Exactamundo. I don't know when he's gonna do South Shore, but when he gets that Samaria, like he'll see the Turtle Rock Medallion requirement, which may or may not be Quake. So that would add another item to our go here.
If TR is Bombos, that's a little unfortunate for Ahab.
And I think if Wallkicks finds anything in this dungeon, it's going to be bad for Ahab.
Yeah, because Ahab's already gotten what he hopes is the only thing that he'll need out of this area for a while.
And he's gone on a completely different path now. It's Bombos, all right.
Okay. All right. Well,
I think the worst thing that could be in Desert Palace for Ahab, and probably the best thing that could be in Desert Palace for Wallkicks, is hook shot, or anything that leads to ether, or maybe just ether.
Yeah, right.
So
Ahab, the obligatory question: can Ahab hover?
I don't think so, but I don't know if he goes back to South Shore. This is not.
I mean, what do you do next anyway? Right?
Yeah. Me personally, I'm clearing my Sphere 1. I'm getting that up.
Accident there.
That would, yeah.
We've all done that before.
Oh yeah, 1,000 times. There you go.
And then the next time you stand like 12 pixels away.
Okay. All right. All right. Where does he go? If he goes to South Shore and gets Samaria, I think he just goes right back to TR.
Yeah.
He's not doing that though. He's going to the Dark World.
I mean, maybe you hype and then mirror for me Moldorm Cave here.
Maybe. I don't think Rick is going to do South Shore. He's kind of like that. He plays very aggressively.
Yeah.
So he's going to miss that Samaria for a good long while.
Gil raising an interesting point. Maybe you don't go back up to TR without the hook shot.
I definitely go back up to TR with the hook shot.
Without the hook shot.
Because the hook shot is dead ass in that dungeon.
I think you take that Samaria and you go to Nice Palace, personally.
You could do that. But I'm getting to TR as soon as possible. This seed is given everything we need for Turtle Rock in Sphere 1.
Yep. Yep, that's sure true. Literally true. Yes.
Yes. There is something or two things in Turtle Rock.
Maybe your required ether medallion. This is a feels bad moment for Wally.
Getting this hammer here, yeah, after doing Desert. Well, we still did see Green Pendant.
Yeah, but also Wally is gonna now probably beeline it back up the mountain.
Whoa,
Never mind. There's
jeez.
the Ether Medallion. All right, so we are flippers and hook shot from Go.
Yeah, we're Turtle Rock from Go. I'm serious here. I'm calling it right now.
One of those things.
Mhm.
It feels crazy to think that one of those things wouldn't be in Turtle Rock.
Yeah.
You know.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Ahab didn't do this.
That's true. Moon Pearl is in Sphere 2. But everything else was Sphere 1.
Right. I wasn't counting the Moon Pearl. I guess perhaps I should have.
Yeah. But still, like basically as soon as you get to TR, you can do it.
Yeah.
Right?
Mhm.
So.
Very early spheres, we could say. And the longer it takes for Ahab to get the South Shore, I think the worse off he's going to be.
Yeah, I mean, like, obviously, you know, Wally is going to be significantly later to this Moon Pearl, although he's on the track now. If indeed there is something in Turtle Rock like this game has been telegraphing, then Wally's going to be to it potentially a lot earlier.
Yes, he is. I'm telling you, one or both of these things are in there.
Smith Chain is also Sphere 2, and I guess you're doing it on the way to, I guess, Pendant Thieves. Ugh.
Yeah. I'm gonna have words with Ahab over this later. Like, I don't understand why he's doing this over dungeons and like the last dense Sphere 1 check.
This is like
I'm gonna
like
give him a hard
80
time
keys,
over this.
This is like 80 keys, cross keys.
Yeah,
like,
he's writing this like
big
it's one of those. Yeah.
And as I have found playing this mode a bunch over the course of the last month or so, you can't play open like you play 80 keys or cross keys and expect to win at a high level.
Let's see if he does South Shore here. Oh, God, a mushroom. Yeah, he might be doing South Shore.
Yeah, I think this is it. Yeah.
He hasn't done the. Yeah, he's gonna go. Okay. What weird route? But I'm not mad.
What?
Yeah.
I don't like if you are committing to doing this overworld stuff.
Yeah.
Right. It's just like if planning to do this right after a Smith Chain is a kind of a nice and a way to loop back in some Sphere 1 checks with some later Sphere checks.
Yeah.
That's kind of interesting.
Let's see what he does after this. He's gonna find Samaria, and that's gonna throw him for a loop, I'm sure. I'm gonna want to ask him about this later. Homie, just use Ether, for God's sakes.
Yeah, Ether, please. Feels Ether, man.
Every single time, just use it. It's not gonna be.
Most of the time I forget. I'm gonna be honest, but it always feels like a victory when I remember to do it.
Okay, so he knows I'm doing commentary for this race. So if he doesn't go right to Turtle Rock, I'm gonna be so mad at him because he knows. Okay.
Nope.
Oh, come on, brother. What are you doing to me?
We're fake powdering?
Oh, boy. Okay. His other friend is Magnet Hands, though. I respect this. I caught a lot of flack for doing this at SGL, but you know what? It worked out.
It did
It
work
worked
out. It did work out.
Yeah.
That was a fun race.
His good old league partner, Magnet Hands. Yeah. Okay.
Unhinged.
Yep. And Wallkicks is in Turtle Rock, which is the place I think we should be. And there we go. Finally gets it. First try, right?
First try, yeah. Wow, Dr. Eero in the chat laying down the law. Yo, shout outs to Swamp Palace in chat. Always good to see you there.
All right. Now what? Now does he go up to Turtle Rock?
We just released a ferry, so we're going to go buy
turn in the mushroom, yeah.
And turn in the mushroom, yeah.
Meanwhile, Wallkicks is going to show me exactly what I want to see. Yeah, I'm feeling like this is definitely a jet seed.
I mean, you know, we're on tarmac, ready for the takeoff. You know, like it's certainly, you know, it's less than half an hour in, and we're 2 items from go mode. You know, like how deep can these flippers and hook shots actually be? He said.
I'm just glad somebody's in this dungeon, because if nobody were here during this race, I'd have a conniption. I'd just be very indignant. Homie, I live in New York City. I see bodega cats every day, and they're adorable.
Green pendant was trash.
Yeah, not worth it. Looked like it was going to be worth it for a bit.
Are we gonna get a muffin stash out of Ahab? No. Oh my god.
Yeah.
We have not seen Zor. No.
Oh, he's going. Wow. Okay. Okay. All right. Well, let's see who's right here. Let's see. So far, TR is kind of a dud. So it might be just.
That's our first item in TR. The first 4 checks were 3 small keys in the big key. So.
Mm-hmm. If I'm going to wager a guess, I think Ahab is over here trying to outplay Wallkicks, and this be a little unconventional because of that.
Yeah, you know, I've been known to do that a little bit. You know, do a little bit of a crazy play against somebody who I perceive to be better than me. Ahab just doing the front at least here.
I don't know. What drives me crazy about this route is that we have access to so many crystal dungeons. We can do Mire. Yep. We can do Skullwoods. We can do TR. We can do Ice if we really want. The only thing we can't do is
Swamp.
Swamp Palace.
At least we're in a crystal dungeon now on Ahab's side.
Yeah.
I can't wait to do all of these crystal dungeons and then find flippers in on Pendant Helma and a vanilla hook shot.
That is true. Like, we did get a pretty early bow.
Like this is open, my friend. The gods will not save you.
So with the bow and the fire rod, maybe Pyramid Fairy has something.
Yeah. Yeah, because that bow didn't lock anything in Eastern. Like there weren't any. There was just trash in Eastern other than
pretty much. Well, yeah, Boomerang, but that's the only thing it locks. But who cares?
Lamp was in Mire Shed.
All right, let's see what we got here. Wow. Okay. Well, I lose this race.
Still an item on Trinex, right?
Still an item on Trinex, yes.
Lamau kill. We've got the receipts, my guy.
This is the exception, not the rule.
Sometimes you need to listen to what the game is telling you, and sometimes you
just
need to fucking ignore it. Oh god, I'm on SpeedGaming. I'm so sorry.
You said ducking, bucking,
yeah,
shucking and jiving through Turtle Rock. Let's go. I got you, Homer.
I get my 1. All right. I'm sure chat's never heard that word before.
Nah.
Yeah, swearing in my Christian Minds class stream.
Really? In front of my iced Dunkin' latte? All right, try next.
Save TJ.
Yeah, make me right. Yep.
Oh, there it is.
Yep. Yep. Uh-huh. Okay.
Nice pallets time.
Yep.
Swamp dip time. Okay, dude.
That hookshot could be there.
Yep, vanilla flippers. No, it's French vanilla. They're usually on Laser Bridge.
So Wallkicks is still missing that ether, which is not exactly somewhere that's off the beaten path. That's just on was it Stumpy?
Yeah, it's on Stumpy.
Not exactly well hidden. So we're just missing knowledge of a hookshot, which could be in.
It could be.
Swamp Palace.
There are so many places this hookshot can be. You know,
Yeah.
it can be anywhere other than like potentially some stuff in ice.
Yeah.
Right. Can't be in Hookshot Cave, and can't be in the back swamp. There's a whole lot of this video game that could have the hookshot in it.
Yeah. I think if I were playing this scene, I think my particular route would have resembled Wallkicks more than it would have Ahab's.
Mm-hmm.
So I probably have the same items that Wallkicks does. Does that fairy? Fairy is using the fairy. Okay. I pretty much have the same inventory that Wallkicks would have. So I'm looking at go mode hookshot, and I'm kind of sweating right now.
Oh yeah.
It's like I'm looking at this game, and like, oh my god, like literally everything is open.
At least you know it's not like a. At least the dreaded words hover seed aren't relevant here.
Yeah.
Being a crystal. Wow, GFE from the top rope. Holy crap.
I mean, sure, if you want to say it like that, but that's not what I was trying to say. But if you want to throw shade for no reason, go right ahead. Look, all I'm saying is that I have the same kind of items that Wallkicks would have. And I'd be looking at my map saying, okay, let me just go do crystal dungeons. This thing can be pretty much anywhere, and if it's along the path, great. And if it's not, well, we'll worry about that after.
Yep.
Also, not cool.
Hey, nice palace. Open mid is a compliment to open. That's not it. I will admit to like having like a little bit of enjoying having played open a bunch over the course of the last couple of weeks between SGL and the beginning of the main tournament, right? Like it is like, do I still prefer, like 80 keys and entrance and stuff? Yeah, but it is nice to have a mode where there are a little fewer decisions to make at any given time. It's pretty nice.
I'm surprised to see Ahab going back, and his name's Rick. I'm surprised to see him going back into Misery Maya here, given how initially aggressive his plays were. I guess this is another thing we talked about, where he just doesn't like leaving things behind. I will have to ask him why he's not in TR. Maybe he just didn't want to do another mountain climb, which is understandable.
Yeah, I mean, like, it's like you don't want to, like, he still is looking for flippers, right? Maybe he's thinking if he can spike the hook shot before he goes up there, you've got hook shot capability to you.
It'd be really bad if this thing were in Swamp Palace.
Oh, yeah. Look, Swamp Palace, it sucks when you have your vanilla item. I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
What MSU is Wally using? This is the Ace Attorney trilogy MSU to match his Phoenix Wright sprite. Objection! Nice palace, not the answer. I think we head up to Zora here.
Absolutely. I mean, you just get those flippers. I think you got to use them here.
Well, Wally's not going to swamp yet. Wally is going to do Zora here, and then has Meyer and Skullwoods to do first.
Well, he doesn't have ether, so we can't get into Meyer. He has to go to Stumpy first.
Okay, he'll get there.
Well, there's
our powder.
Yeah, we don't have to do that.
Ahab gonna give back a little bit of time here and do desert. Maybe? No.
Hyena's cave.
Yeah. Okay.
Which is the cape, so it won't be nothing.
This is the right call from Ahab. Yeah, I think that having skipped desert earlier, you certainly don't want to go back now.
Yeah, I agree with this. Also, we haven't seen Bumper Ledge yet.
That's true. Or Graveyard Ledge. Zora, not the answer today. And thank goodness, nobody likes it when Zora's the answer.
Especially this late in the game. Oh, he's going to TR finally. All right.
Yeah, those are artisanal arrows.
Yes. All right, looks like Wallkicks is going to be on the path here to getting ether.
Yeah.
Don't think he's going to go to Swamp Palace. That would be nuts, but I think it would certainly be a cool move for the spectators if he did that.
Yeah, that's not Wally's style, I think.
No, he's been playing very conservatively this run. Like, I don't think he's done anything really that aggressive. I mean, it just makes it seem like that because of all the items we have. Certainly getting, like, your first crystal, second crystal after Eastern Palace in TR
right.
Seems a little bit aggressive until you see everything you start with, and it's just basically well.
Well, I think Hera was the second crystal, but still, Hera,
that's right, yeah.
You know, this is a crazy early TR. Where did Ahab find half magic?
You know, I don't know. I've been wondering that myself. Where has Ahab been that Wallkicks hasn't been? Must be somewhere along this route. Maybe like Smith Chain or something?
Yeah. Yeah, I guess there are a bunch of places that Ahab's been.
Yeah, Village of Oz, around that area, yeah. It's rare I see vanilla half magic. I think I've only seen it once, and it was very recently. All right, so we're effectively just both runners are just now effectively just waiting for a hook shot.
Yeah, no, that's what we're doing. We're watching people play a video game until they find a hook shot.
Pretty much, yeah.
And after, you know, but waiting for it.
Yeah, and I imagine Wallkicks is just gonna go over what Ahab has done already. Skullwoods, Misery Mire, get the Smith chain done. What else? Maybe go to
If you're Wally here, do you do Skullwoods front to back or back to front? Like, are you doing those North Dark World checks of Bumper Cave and Graveyard Ledge before you're going to Mire?
I'm doing it back to front just for the hope, just to play towards the hope. It's rare you get to see both items in that back part of it, but yeah, I mean, if there's a chance it could happen, I'm usually going to go for the chance over something that's possibly not necessary.
Yeah, so like back to front and then Bumper and Graveyard Ledge and then Flute to Mire.
Yeah, I'm absolutely thinking about Bumper.
Hey, has anyone done Escape yet?
No, they have not.
No one has done Escape yet. That's a good point.
Yeah, we've done the back of Escape. We've done...
I think the map and the key were in the back, too. So there are 3 items in there. The key definitely was.
Sphere 1 hookshot would be crazy. Well, that's not Sphere 1, because if the key's in the back, that's behind glove, so no, not a Sphere 1. But still, that'd be nuts. That'd be nuts.
Unless it's in the map chest. Then it's Sphere 1.
In the map chest. Then it's, well, yeah, that's true. Right. So there's still a chance.
So you're saying there's a chance.
I am saying there's a chance.
Oh, Screw Moth, I guess. We're going to Mire first. Well, about to get that lamp. You love to see a lamp right before you go into Misery Mire. You know, like,
I mean,
most runners can do the basement in the dark, but I dare say everybody would rather not if given the opportunity. So,
yeah. I mean, I think a lot of people have problems with those dark rooms, but the fact that it's like just compartmentalized, it's like one room after the other, not just one big dark room, like say the one in Castle Tower.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think they're a bit easier, but they're more precise.
Yeah, and you can't, and unfortunately, like, doing it in the dark is not that bad. Like, the hardest room, I think, is the first one.
Yeah,
you know?
Getting that block on the switch.
Yeah, and without the hook shot, right? There's a really simple and quick and reliable setup with the boots and the hook shot to always kind of land right on it.
Mm-hmm.
Which makes, I think, doing the basement in the dark significantly more free. But not having the hook shot, that's a bit of a harder thing.
You got to know your options. You got to be prepared for anything. Like a hook shot in Swamp Palace.
Both of our runners just taking the Godmire and rushing Vidi.
Yeah, might be running out of magic here. Should be fine. There you go. Okay.
Right.
So what's left? We have Swamp Palace.
We got a little place called Pendant Pod.
Pedestal itself, and as well as the Pyramid and Catfish.
Yeah. I think maybe I do Yeah, we got the back of Thieves Town. I think maybe what I do here is Pyramid Fairy. I always kind of I think my distaste for Pyramid Ledge is well known in the community, and so I think I will. When I have Pyramid Fairy open to me early, I tend to rush it, just in case there is also something on Pyramid Ledge. So.
It's certainly more efficient.
Oh, and even better, you get to mirror and do the front of escape.
That's true. Yeah,
you know, the dream.
I wouldn't say it's a dream. Anytime any seed I can get through with dueling items. Anytime I get to go through a seed when I don't have to go through the front of the escape is a good seed, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Finishing dungeons at the exact same time. And it's both a dungeon they've already done. Wallkicks is going back into Misery Mire for that item, and Ahab is going to go do Spike Cave, which is the right move.
Ooh, almost got the Quickmire too.
And
then unfortunately going to end up being a 3-cycle.
So Wallkicks is kind of behind a Skull Woods here.
Yeah.
But
it's Ice Palace.
Up an Ice Palace, yeah. I think we'll probably go do Skull Woods next, and I think Ahab's going to go to Ice Palace.
Yeah, but that was the goddess of Mires.
Yeah, it was great, right?
You had your big key in the spike chest, your first item on Viddy, and your second item in the big chest. Yeah, and you're out.
Okay, here we go. We're going to Skull Woods for Wallkicks now, for Wally. I'm very curious as to what comes after, because we've already seen both of these dungeons from the other side.
I think having done Mire first, actually doing Mire first before Skull Woods makes a lot of sense, because now, like, the ambiguity of do you do Skull Woods from the front or the back, and do you continue on to do those overworld checks before going to Misery Mire? Now that's moot, right?
Yeah.
Now there is clearly an optimal play, which is to do this back to front and then keep going, I think, from the front over to those other North Dark World checks. Maybe you go over and do Catfish. You don't have many times to do that.
I would do Catfish after Pyramid.
Yeah, that works too.
Yeah, because I'm going that way anyway, so...
Yeah. I think maybe, yeah, like, you'd rather do Pyramid Fairy. I guess the question is, like, then go to Catfish. Yeah, for sure.
If I have to, yeah.
Would you rather go straight to Pyramid Fairy before, doing Bumper Ledge and Graveyard Ledge? I think it makes sense to check, at the very least, those here.
Like, would I rather just trip over the hook shot? Maybe maybe too. But, like, honestly, at this point in the seed, I don't want to. If I find hook shot along the beaten path, I'm not feeling great about it.
No. Yeah.
All right, so following this, Wallkicks is going to find our first new check in quite a while, I think, is once he gets a Bumper Ledge.
Yeah.
Nice and clean.
Yep, that's pretty good. 4 spikes. Not having the hook shot, like, you could potentially nice mirror shield. You could potentially go to, if you had the hook shot, loop in Graveyard Ledge with Catfish after Pyramid Fairy, but without that option, I think doing those checks now makes a lot of sense. If the second item's back here, probably do Pyramid Fairy into Catfish and then go back later. Yeah, I can see that. Like, if you don't have to go to the front at all, for sure.
I'm silent with anticipation.
You're just letting tension build.
Well, that's where Quake was. Okay.
All right, yeah, and Wally is continuing on here. Going to check out Bumper Ledge and Graveyard Ledge before heading off to wherever it is that he goes next.
Oh, it is not there. It's... I don't know. I can't even say for sure where it is anymore.
Oh, look, SpeedGaming chat is here.
Cops. They're here to arrest you for your previous faux pas. Not a hook shot. Okay.
All right, now what?
Now we do Pyramid Fairy.
Yeah.
Flute to 4. Oh, we're going to Thieves Town. Or maybe just at least clearing out VOO.
Yeah, I think... Did Wally not do the VOO checks?
No, he did not.
Go straight from turning the purple chest in up to... Yeah, okay, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, because he fluted to do purple chest. Yeah,
right. So this is giving more time back to Ahab here.
Yeah, especially if Wally goes to the back and finds nothing. Because Ahab bailed after getting one item in the front.
There's half magic. Okay.
I got you, GFE. I answered your question before you even asked it. I don't love doing those boots checks from the light world here. Having not done Graveyard Ledge or Bumper Ledge yet.
That's true, yeah. I was under the impression that Ahab had already done this. I guess not. Like, I know I saw Wallkicks do it. I'm like, oh, Ahab already did this, right? No, I guess I was wrong. Okay, this has to be either Pyramid Fairy or Swamp Palace. And I don't think it's going to be Swamp Palace.
What did we say about jet seeds?
It's never a jet seed until Gomo shows up, so...
There's no such thing as a jet seed.
Yeah, there is.
So welcome on in. Welcome on in, restreamers, or raiders from ALTTPR restreams. Welcome in. We were go -2 at like the 26-minute mark, and now we've been looking for hook shot for half an hour.
We are in a race for a hook shot. It could be any one of disastrous amounts of places, like Pendant Pod, or in Swamp Palace, or on Pedestal even. And if it's on Pedestal, then the Wallkicks is getting a bit ahead here. So these are our first new checks in a considerable amount of time. Not a hook shot there. It is not in Pyramid Fairy.
And we're going to see a 58th minute front of escape. No, we're not. Oh, I love this.
Oh, man. What is he doing? Where's he going? No! No! He's not! Yo! No!
This is why. You know what? I don't hate this.
No!
I don't hate this.
I don't either, because...
Not going to Catfish is weird. Not going to Catfish is a little weird here. But I don't hate, like, if you've skipped the front of escape, like, what are the odds that both runners in a race like this skip the front of escape for an entire hour, right? Like,
Yeah.
Ahab's got to be thinking, Wally has definitely done this looking for the moon pearl, right?
Perhaps.
This is spicy, and I'm into it.
Okay,
for it.
well, let's get through Thieves' Town first before my excitement ramps up here. That is not a hook shot.
No, but it is the OK boomerang.
Sure is. You want to talk about Old Bay? Here's some spice for you. Yo, my book.
Come on, dude.
Oh.
I hate this video game.
Oh my god. So I mentioned how Ahab and I are good friends, and I recently spent a lot of time with him over. I roomed with him at SGL. I spent a couple of days at his house prior to that, and we talked about plays like this. And I was talking about one of the things that has helped me a lot recently was playing towards the hope.
Yeah.
As in, go to the place where your next item is the most optimal it could be.
Right. Yeah. Go to the place. Go to the place where if you found it there, you are in the best shape.
Right. For instance, if you're looking for Samaria and you just go to Misery Mire and it's in there, like that's the kind of thing. So if you're looking for Hookshot and it's in Swamp Palace, great, good for you.
Yeah. Well, like I think that's a fun heuristic to use, like when you're trying to decide between a bunch of what you perceive as like equally bad choices, you know?
Yeah, play towards the hope.
Very strong Specky clip skip there, by the way.
Yeah. Specky clip skip?
Yep, Specky clip skip.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. If you're looking for flippers, go to Swamp.
I mean, look, obviously you're not going to find things you can't get into. That's not, like, logically required, sure. Or logically accessible, I mean to say. Alright, so now Wallkicks explores the book.
I'm surprised Wally didn't check. Well, I guess Wally's already got 2 pendants.
Mm-hmm.
So just go to Pod first. You know?
I mean,
So
you're just looking for Hookshot.
And like even if you go to Pod, right? You are, if you're committing to Pod, you're committing to clearing most of the dungeon anyway, right? Because it's not that fast to go mode Pod, you know. I don't know why you'd be doing it in go mode. That doesn't make any sense. But like, or well, I guess you would. Like, you're sort of in go mode if you know that the hook's on pad. It's not saving you a ton of time. Here's Bombo's tablet.
So does Wallkicks do Swamp after this?
No way.
No, you're right. Okay.
Yeah, I think GFE has it here. Pyramid Fairy, Pyramid Ledge, and into Catfish.
Into Ether Tablet, yeah.
I think, like, does Wally probably also dodges front of escape here, thinking, well, if it's there, I've probably already lost.
I don't know that he does. I'm pretty sure his route has kind of started bottlenecking him a little bit, so I think he's going to have to start looking in places like that.
Well, yeah, maybe. All right.
Like he's
prayer here.
It is. Wallkicks has sort of crafted this. It's not in here, but I respect it. Yeah, Wallkicks has sort of crafted this this route for himself, where he's done everything he needs. Now the only thing that's left are the things that are terrible, right? So
yeah.
Now he has. Oh, this is desert for Ahab, so that's not going to work out.
Back to Wally.
Now you're giving time back to Wallkicks.
Wally showing off good game knowledge. You drop the bomb if you jump off of a wall, right, off of a ledge, but you don't if you dive in from one of these diving board guys. Wally did turn in the green pendant, yeah. Why you do desert here? Maybe Ped's on your mind. I feel like if Ped's on your mind, you start with pod.
You start with pod.
Right?
Yeah, you go with the density. Yeah, I don't like this particular route here from Ahab.
Especially from Ahab having already,
All right,
having dodged it earlier.
Here's us thinking. I'm pretty sure he's thinking I'm gonna get this green pendant and then I'm gonna turn it in on the way to pod.
Yeah.
Wallkicks has that mirror already.
Yeah. All right, this is front of escape.
Unless he also flutes away, but no. Well,
oh, he hasn't even been.
He hasn't even done Uncle yet.
Yeah, casual 1 hour and 4 minute Uncle check.
This is vintage Wallkicks.
What a
right
good
here.
mode.
Yeah. The guy who invented the no map check open.
Oh yeah, Arya, if you could mark Skullwoods for Wally. Thanks. Probably a button got eaten. Arya's one of the best. Also, it's been an hour. Welcome to SpeedGaming and some Link's Best Randomizer Main Tournament action. I'm Tyler Salt. I'm here with TJ. Hello.
You are. I'm not entirely here myself, though.
We're here with chat. We're here with Wally and Ahab. We're playing open, and we're enjoying every minute of it for sure.
And here's your hook shot, right in this chest. Okay.
We've been looking for basically just the hook shot for a good 30 minutes.
Pretty much.
When
did Wallkicks get Turtle Rock done? What time was that?
I mean, it was his third crystal. It was probably in the 30s at this point.
Yeah, it's been a long time.
Incoherent. Yeah, you're talking about someone, Wally, whose go mode in a deep cross keys tournament match was checking Sank drop to find out where Ganon was.
Like I said, vintage Wallkicks.
That's so good.
Yeah. Screen pendant for Ahab, so pod or catfish?
I mean, it has to be Potters for Ahab at this point, right? Not escape.
Yeah. Oh, it's absolutely it's pod. Ahab is going to pod like right now.
What's the TLDR of open? You get to start at Link's house or Sank at the beginning. You don't start with anything. 7-7 defeat Ganon. It is as basic as we get here.
Bombo's tablet was checked. Ether tablet was not. The book is in the big chest of Pendant Thieves Town. And we're getting another check here. Another new thing. Catfish. Yeah, this is one of those things where, like, Ahab's more aggressive playstyle has sort of started catching up with him a little bit. Because Wallkicks has already done everything necessary, and now it's just the fringe things.
You know,
that could be what you need.
That said, if pod is the answer, Ahab's ahead, right?
Yeah,
right.
Pretty much, yeah. Mm-hmm. Pet is not dead,
unless it's Pet. In which case Wally is ahead.
Not necessarily. Yeah, Wally is ahead. Yeah, because Ahab has not done Thieves Town. Yeah,
the back of Thieves Town. So but it's probably just here in Pendant Pod.
If it is, this is a race. If it's not and it's on pedestal, then game Wallkicks. This is pretty much all that's left. It ain't gonna be it. There it is.
There it is.
Time to go. All right, so that's go mode for Ahab. Wallkicks will not be far behind, but Ahab has done certain things in Swamp Paddles that'll make it a little bit faster for him. So I think this is gonna This is going to boil down to a GT route.
Yeah. No, it sure is. You know, execution up the gauntlet and on Ganon certainly going to be relevant. You know, whether one runner fluffs the silvers or not, you know, could be a thing.
Yeah, silvers would be advantageous for either one to find here.
Yeah. So at this point, we're watching. Can Ahab hold on to this very, very small lead?
Yeah.
At this point.
Let's make note of when Ahab enters Swamp Palace here. Ahab is entering Swamp Palace at exactly 109.
Yeah, chat saying unless Wallkicks Madman guesses Kyle Verman gets it, this should be Ahab winning. I don't know that I agree.
No, this is not over yet.
Wally is top notch at this, and I think could absolutely make up a minute on execution alone, let alone GT routing decisions.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Wallkicks is exactly 40 seconds behind.
Yeah.
So this
race is absolutely not over. Wally, I feel like, is a Dark Magician guy in GT. Do you know Ahab's preferred GT route?
Pretty sure he likes to play it straight.
Yeah.
He
Just
does
like a hope left, hope option.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Plus, like you said, anybody who finds silvers is gonna have a bit of an advantage. Unless they just find silvers along the way, both of them, then
yeah,
Ahab will keep that advantage.
Ooh, Wallkicks don't care about no silver arrows.
Every skip chest is another time saves, and there's a lot left, so...
Ooh, Ahab misses the quick kill in phase 2.
Time returned.
Yeah, it's unfortunate.
We're not checking that.
$111.28 at screen black. Chat's on it. Yeah, that's
much
a
cleaner from Wallkicks.
A bunch of time Wallkicks just made up.
That's the kind of thing that'll get you back in a close race like this.
Like Wally just made up 20 seconds, which was half of the difference going into it. Is it 10? I can't math. Anyway, it was a significant amount of time.
I guess now the only thing left is to clock the GT entry.
Ahab is doing Super Bunny Climb, which I believe is slower on average but safer, because you're not dealing with Dead Rock RNG. Considering that we already have the TR portal open.
Yeah. So that might be a little... Every second counts here for Ahab.
Yeah.
This is a close one. My goodness.
$112.58 crystals up.
All right, so it was 113.20.
Yeah, basically. 113. 113.25. Crystal's up for Wally. Yeah, it's like less than 30 seconds.
Oh, there it is.
Ooh, baby.
Yeah.
Oh, and Wally's going right.
Oh, it's going right.
Wow.
All right, this is huge for Ahab.
That
Yeah,
that
gonna-
does feel like potentially the nail in the coffin here, absent some misfortune.
Yeah, you know what makes me sad about this is that remember how I said my route would very much resemble Wallkicks?
And it
Yeah.
just would, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
It just did, didn't it? Yeah.
Mhm, yeah, this is my preferred method of routing GT as well.
Rando rush supremacy.
I hate it.
I know.
I hate it so much. Yeah, this exact route is what I go do that room, get the key and mirror, and then do left side. So, yeah.
What a potential huge win for Ahab here. Very, very fun.
He played a great game, like a very aggressive style the whole way through, and especially in a seed like this, which was basically jet -1, and that's like it's like you said, you know, there's no such thing as jet seed. It's always one thing, right?
Yeah.
Always that one thing that gets everybody hung up, and in this case, it was the hook shot, which was just in Pendant Palace of Darkness, which, you know, nobody had any indication or any inclination to ever really go to. Like, see,
nobody did. Okay. You know.
Look, I mean, okay,
if you believe.
All right. Let me finish. From a seed logic perspective, right? There was nothing.
I guess the bow didn't even the bow wasn't even the thing.
No, it was not. Yeah.
Pod. So yeah. No, it's just pick a pendant.
Yeah, that's all it really is. You know, it's just you go there because it has items and because it's mildly dense, and pretty much for no other reason. It's one of the reasons why the mitts is a really, really awful thing to find in the early game of the seed, because it's like I was mentioning, so much of the seed was just open. They're lucky they had the hammer as early as they did.
Yeah,
because that was able to like give them a much cleaner route, albeit like more thorough. You know, doing Smith chain and all that, mirror made things easier, but there was so much more to do. So at no point does anybody ever think, I'm just going to go into pod for literally no reason. Like, that's crazy. I mean, I think I did a good job explaining why Ahab chose to go into Swamp Palace. You know, that whole thing we talked about, playing towards the hope.
Yeah.
But there's no there's a reason to go into Swamp Palace, because you're looking for you're looking for a hook shot.
I mean, look at Wally did the front of Escape, the back of Thieves Down, some extra overworld checks, and single dipped Swamp Palace, and is still had the suboptimal GT route, or like he did all of those things, and still it came down to GT routing.
Pretty much,
right? Like the efficiency of Wally's route really shining through there.
Yeah, there was only like a 40-second difference between getting their hook shots.
Yeah.
And even then, Ahab had to skip some things to get where he did. So it was quite fortuitous.
Yeah, for sure. There is Aga 2.
At this point, I'm pretty sure we're not getting silvers.
No.
Yeah.
Wally didn't open the diver down checks. He's not checking things. Yeah, what if both runners died again and go look for silvers?
I think
I
Ahab
hope
is going to nail the one cycle here.
I hope the dismissal was clear in my voice there.
Sure was.
Come on, chat. Getting bullied by bats a little bit, but Ahab does get the 1-1.
Yeah, we got red mail. Those bats aren't that effective at bullying right now. A Ganon fall would turn this right back on its head.
Sure would.
I like that positioning from Wallkicks. That was a really good double.
Yeah, that was really good.
Yeah.
So
And
same number of cycles though as Ahab.
Oh, I did not see where the silvers were. I was too busy admiring Wallkicks' Aga 2 and about to mention how shadows don't actually do damage. Swamp Cow this big chest.
They're in swamp. They're in swamp. So they're over there in the big chest or the waterfall chest.
Mm. A few spin drops from Ahab here. This race is not over until that pig is exploding.
For sure. There it is.
There you go.
Get your GGs in chat for Ahab winning a real close one, and sending himself to 2-0 and Wally to 0-2 in Group O of the 2024 Link to the Past Randomizer main tournament. GGs.
Oh, Wallkicks should have gotten that extra spin off. It's all right. Might get one here. Is that Ahab joining us?
We're going to wait till Wally finishes his fight here.
Yeah.